What is happening, everyone? Pickle, and we're here with
Have we
Dragon's Dogma
purchased all that you
2,
require?
and
We ought to review the contents of our packs,
this is
just
my
to be
review
sure.
on the game so far. I've put about 15-20 hours in. At that point, I feel like I'm able to give honest review on what I think so far
Oh,
of this
what does
game.
this say?
And
Shall we take a closer look?
I'm just gonna start with the bad first, because from what I found, to be honest, there isn't much. Um, so, elephant in the room, frame rate. Uh, definitely notice dips in FPS at times. Definitely could tell that
Oxcarts make
30.
for relatively
Uh,
safer travel.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
I'm not trying to defend the game. I know, it just came out, and they got me deadlines and stuff. Um,
I would have preferred
also,
not to have to
I would
touch that
say
sword, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
We must not
there's
let down
a
our
lot of like weird glitches and bugs. Not saying games don't have them, but you're paying $70 for
do
a
my best
game.
to match your
Expect it to
skill.
be perfect,
I have a knack for gathering
which
items and am
unfortunately is
ever on the
not.
hunt for new
And then there's
finds.
this.
I'll gladly
Part of the
try out
game is
any useful
a
mechanism
pawn
for a
hiring
spy.
system to basically have companions help you, whether it be pawns from other players or pawns made from Capcom himself. And you'll just be traveling, and then you'll get stopped talking to them, and if there's enemies nearby, if you don't cancel out of this, you'll be stuck here getting hit while talking to them. Um, the map itself, I don't like how the character icon or location for the character icon is like the same color as like the roads, and it gets even more confusing when I'm not in a town right now, but it gets more confusing when you're in the town and you just kind of blend in unless you go ahead and go back to your location. Um, that's pretty much all the bad. So let's go into the good. So uh, one thing I really like, I was concerned at first, um, would be the difficulty, because at first I felt like I was just kicking ass, and just slaying enemies left and right. Um, but then started progressing a little bit through the game, and I got my first death, and after that I got my second death and third death, and started dying a bunch of times. And this game has a real good difficulty curve, and I like that. I don't like my hand being held in games. I like to, feel challenged. Feels good to overcome the challenge. Um, there is a learning curve as far as the controls go. Um,
You should be. Where do you think you're going, eh?
it took me a solid, I would say, 10 hours of gameplay to finally be like, oh, this is how you play. I mean, it's just little throwaway enemies. These guys ain't
Dare I
shit.
say it? We
But
trounced our foe, well and true.
Overconfidence is an
yeah.
enemy
So
in and of
don't
itself.
expect, right at
Let's
the
instead
beginning,
strive to better ourselves with every
at
battle.
least through the tutorial phase, that you'll be slaying shit, unless you played Dogma before. But I would say it's similar to Souls, where like at the beginning of the Souls games, it's brutally difficult because you don't have any upgrades or anything like that. And then as you progress through a Souls game, you get better equipment, better stats. Um, you get used to the game, and it's just a
We have yet to
overall good
explore all the
challenge.
corners
It's
of this
not
place. Twould be a
you
shame if
know
all were overlooked.
oh my god, I can never
Indeed.
beat this.
Let us know if we can be of assistance.
I do like the pawn system a lot. Um, and the overall build system. So when you start the game, there's 4 builds, as you may already know. Uh, fighter, mage, thief, and archer. And you're able to switch classes pretty early in the game. Uh, that goes for your main pawn as well, which mine is Morgan Freeman. Don't mind his get up right now. Um,
Very well. I shall return.
so it allows you to go experiment. You also get stat bonuses based off what vocation you have. So if you start off as a warrior, you'll be more strength based. But then you switch over to a mage, then you'll get magic defense. So it all works out pretty good. The world itself, I feel like it's very alive. Like, you know, you just go and travel, and then I don't know where you get rushed by enemies, or like you see somebody get attacked by enemies. You know, it's constantly moving parts here. Another thing I like too. This is a pawn rift, by the way. So right here, you can see all the pawns in rift. Go leave this. You can go up to them, talk to them, hire them. Another thing I like too is the quest system. So virtually a good majority of the side quests are real-time based. So let's just say that you need to do a certain quest and you have to complete it within, I don't know, 2 hours of you accepting it. If you don't complete it within the 2 hours, you fail the quest. You know, for whatever reason. Whether it be, you know, somebody's life online needs to get saved, or, you know, just some time-sensitive items you need to deliver.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible.
I do like the conversion that you get from, you know, going from the open world to going in a cave or going in a dungeon. You know, I love that feeling of exploration. You know, it just reminds me of Zelda, where, you know, you just go around. Ooh, what's this cave? What's this? What's that? Beat some of these assholes real quick.
We must not let down our guard.
Grant your weapon a magical boon.
Another thing I like a lot about this game is how it's more playing the game based. Like, you know, but you spend more time playing the game than, you know, sitting through watching cutscenes, which I don't think those games are the worst to a point. Like, some games do it good, some games do it awful. Like Witcher 3 is one of my favorite games, but there's a lot of cutscenes. So if you're not like into Witcher 3 lore, I can't get it up anymore. You know, you're probably not gonna want to, you know, play the game because there's too many goddamn cutscenes.
Might I be of assistance?
And then right there, I didn't notice that there was a path there. Went and broke that. Always something. Yeah. So it's more gameplay than anything else. Which is great because, you know, that, you know, you pay so much money for a game, you just want to play the game. You don't want to sit there watching a movie. How I think this game will stack up as far as game of the year. It's hit or miss. Because I mean, the first initial week this game's out, you know, performance issues, stuff like that, you know, obviously affects it. But I mean, I was able, holy shit, and shit like this, like I'm getting, you know, ran up on by a bunch of enemies. You know, it's just a great example of how, like, awesome this game is.
Most impressive, Master.
Yeah, right?
Outstanding.
Use these flames to
I,
smite our
I,
enemies.
I read on some reviews there was something about this game getting negative reviews for uh, microtransactions and content you buy.
Mayhap you will think
Honestly,
us a
I just got the
trifle, but
base version of this
first
game,
thing,
nothing special.
one of my former masters
Um,
told
Ah, now here's a
and it's
surprise.
fine. I don't,
our
you know,
collection grows. Interesting.
I
Perhaps
didn't feel like I
inform my own master of
missed
this.
out by not getting the deluxe version with, you know, extra in-game stuff they get early anyway or stuff like that. There is microtransactions for um, credits they use to buy pawns from players, but the game doesn't. Wow, I just bought that shield not too long ago. Uh, but the game doesn't like shove that down your throat like every time you open it up, like Call of Duty. Or you know, I do like to play Call of Duty, but you know, it's as soon as you open the game up, oh, here's a store. You know, buy this, buy that. You know, so the game's not bad in that aspect. Where it does that shit. It's there if you look for it, but it's not like all up in your face. Um, yeah, no, I know within the first like you know 10 to 20 hours whether or not I can't play this anymore. I gotta put this fucking game down.
Uncle
I
Ed,
had enough.
you needn't trouble
I
yourself.
can confidently say that this game is not one of them. Like this is a good game. It's not the greatest. It's definitely different. Like
My
it's
word,
different from anything that
this
I've played
upstart has
before
been destroyed.
as far as fantasy medieval RPGs go. Um, and I've played quite a lot. I already went this way. Um, last and final thoughts. Um, I would say get it. If possible. I would
Aims in
try
that
to
way
wait.
anyway. There
Maybe
there's a
at least a
shadow,
month or
and
two.
mind the ceiling.
Just for
Remain
Capcom
alert.
to go ahead and
Naught shall catch us by
get
surprise.
the iron and just smooth out all the edges. Um, you know, they might even put it on sale. You know, which that's what they did with RE4 remake. They put it out, and then I think like 6 to 8 months later, it was on sale for like 10-20% off. So that's something to keep in mind. Um, but yeah, hopefully you find this
I am
review
honored to be called
on
to your side,
Dragon's
Arisen.
Dogma 2, and make your decision from there. Well, that's all I have for today. Uh, please leave a like and subscribe. And if you're into gaming, watching Let's Plays, well, I got a whole playlist of them. Till next time, pickle out. Peace.